On behalf of everyone here at Empath, we want to extend our warmest wishes and our deep gratitude to the Women's Foundation of Boston for their valuable partnership and their belief in our mission. Your generosity has been so essential to two of our key programs. Participants in both programs are primarily women, and they have achieved tremendous outcomes. The work that we do here at Empath would not be possible without the help and the support of the Women's Foundation of Boston. We are extremely grateful for your continued investment in our work. Thank you so much for your support.
Women's Foundation of Boston has impacted Girls on the Run Worcester County tremendously this season. Thanks to you, we were able to fund 108 girls on full scholarship. Because you believed in us, we were able to fund a third of our program this fall.
With the grant received from Women's Foundation of Boston, we were able to serve 8 teams across Worcester County. It encourages the schools to continue the program season after season, year after year, in turn serving more girls across Worcester.
The Women's Foundation of Boston has had an amazing impact on our school. 2 years ago, they funded our admissions office, the very first one we've ever had at Mother Caroline Academy, and we've been able to maintain that position as well as increase our enrollment by 53%. And lastly, Women's Foundation of Boston has helped me as a head of school, as I was able to partner with their board hub to bring in more people for our board and have our board become more diverse. I've been able to attend their professional development, and I've also been able to have frank discussions with Christina Gordon and her team on how to better fundraise for Mother Caroline Academy. Thank you, Women's Foundation of Boston, and I look forward to continuing this partnership.
Thank the Women's Foundation of Boston for helping to kickstart a new era of math education and STEM education at Esperanza Academy. Because of your support, we've been able to start and improve some really exciting initiatives here at our school. We have been able to provide more staffing, which for students means they're able to receive more intervention, more one-on-one support to help them feel more confident and empowered with math. Thank you so much for your support, and we look forward to more great things happening in the math and STEM departments at Esperanza Academy.
To everyone at the Women's Foundation of Boston, thank you for your support.
Thank you, Women's Foundation of Boston, for your support in our Thinking Smart program. At Girls Inc., we inspire girls to be strong, smart, and bold. And through our programming, education, and mentorship, we work to empower girls to lead healthy, educated, and independent lives. Careers in STEM are the future, but as we all know, although progress has been made, there are still a lot of challenges for women, especially women of color, to overcome. With your support, we're excited to be able to engage and instill resilience and fortitude our girls need to be tomorrow's leaders, innovators, and dreamers. Thank you so much for your support.
The Women's Foundation of Boston has supported our work over the past 4 years in a way that has had an incredible impact on our ability to serve local girls. The funding from the Women's Foundation in 2022 alone enabled us to add 174 girls in high-need Boston communities and 95 girls in gateway cities such as Lowell, Malden, and Lawrence, thanks to a new grant that's going to help us for the next 3 years.
And it's with the support of the Women's Foundation that we as an organization can serve countless girls, whether it's through Big for a Day programming, Our Big Futures, our traditional one-on-one mentoring, or the New Girls Network. Together, we positively impact the girls and young women that we work with. And it's with your partnership that we're able to continue to do this work, whether it's through career readiness and job training, college prep, one-on-one mentoring, which we know has a tremendous impact on a girl's confidence and engagement in school and life. The impact is endless, and your support helps us do this work. Thank you.
Foundation of Boston has provided our sister school with tremendous support since 2020, and we are so grateful. Our greenhouse was funded by the Women's Foundation of Boston, and our students learned to plant and harvest in that space. Our summer programming has been improved by support from the Women's Foundation of Boston, and technology, also at our sister school throughout the year, has been enhanced by support from the Women's Foundation of Boston. Our students all have Chromebooks, and our teachers have computers. We have the ability to enhance the instruction that happens in the classroom. Our science instruction program has been supported by the Women's Foundation of Boston, and using technology, using the greenhouse, all of it loops together to create a stronger experience for our students. So all of it blends into a beautiful bundle of strong outcomes for our students. And thank you, Women's Foundation of Boston, for being a part of that.
Thanks to the Women's Foundation of Boston, girls through Girl Scouting are gaining critical skills through hands-on experiences and activities that they might not get elsewhere.
The It's a Girls World program, funded by the Women's Foundation of Boston, is helping the Girl Scouts of Central and Western Massachusetts develop courage, confidence, and character in the girls that they bring programming to. Those girls are learning a multitude of skills relating to STEM, financial literacy, physical wellness, and mental health that will impact them for a lifetime to come.
And it is my honor and privilege to thank the Women's Foundation of Boston for your ongoing and generous support. It is because of you and your supporters that we are able to expand the Girls Inc. Eureka program into Metro West. We appreciate you and thank you for being in our corner.
The Women's Foundation of Boston has made it possible for me to do a Zoom call from my office. We needed major technology upgrades, and a grant from the Women's Foundation of Boston made it possible. Not only that, but the foundation supported our Confidence Days program, which is workshops we provide to young girls. So our goal is for these girls to feel confident as they move into a career, and we give them the tools they need to be successful. Through this funding, we have provided over 35 of these workshops to girls, and we've served over 200 girls. Thank you so much, Women's Foundation of Boston, for your support. You are truly making a difference in the lives of so many girls, and we are grateful.
To the Women's Foundation of Boston, our message is simply thank you, that your contribution to IIG has had a profound impact. Your contribution has supported the cultivation of student engagement, the creation of content, and the implementation of Exploring Finance in partnership with Wellington Management Firm of Boston. We were able to accept 20 of Boston's brightest students from across the city to participate in this experience. We want to thank you so much for investing in our girls.
Because of the support of the Women's Foundation of Boston, we have been able to reach about 100 girls in this past year. And because it's a multi-year grant, we'll be able to continue our commitment to reach even more girls as we continue to expand in this region. Currently, I'm here at Plimpton Elementary in Waltham, Massachusetts, where some of our girls are engaged in hands-on STEM activities in our after-school program.
Students, staff, and board of Mujeres Unidas Avanzando, we extend a big muchísimas gracias to the Women's Foundation of Boston. Thank you for your compassionate investment in MUA's Medical Administrative Assistant Training, which will provide training for 5 women to train as medical administrative assistants and get employment after completing the course, which will enable them to support themselves as single heads of household and take the initial steps to lift themselves out of poverty. Thank you.
Thank you so much to the Women's Foundation of Boston for providing the opportunity to make this possible and for us to create this new program, which will launch next year. We couldn't have done it without you.
Thank you, Women's Foundation of Boston, for your commitment to Women's Money Matters. After becoming a mom myself, I wanted to give back and support all moms and women so that they could have access to the information and knowledge and resources related to financial literacy to allow them to create safe and stable homes for themselves and their children. I thank you for that support, and I hope you continue to support the program so I can continue to give back.
The of the Women's Foundation of Boston in Strong Women, Strong Girls has been transformational. They have allowed us to reach more girls in Boston Public Schools and local community centers. Most recently, their support of our organization has allowed us to expand our programming to gateway cities of Massachusetts, where our programs are needed the most. We are so thankful for our ongoing relationship with the foundation and look forward to working with them in the future.
I want to say a big thank you to the Women's Foundation of Boston, because without your support, Girls with Impact would not have been able to really expand in the greater Boston area. We had been there for about 4 years, serving young women, giving them a leg up in business. But your support means that we can really double down on the schools and the community organizations and really change the futures of so many more young women. I want to say a big thank you to the entire team and the board of the Women's Foundation of Boston.
Hi, Women's Foundation of Boston. We wanted to say thank you so much for your generous donation, which will be used to transform this room from a storage space into a workforce development center for our guests. We've already begun transforming the space, adding a window, and soon we'll be adding desks, computers, AV equipment to really make sure that guests can use the space to apply for jobs, do resumes, any workforce development classes. Lots will happen in this room. So thank you so much for your generous donation.
And we have had the wonderful opportunity of partnering with the Women's Foundation of Boston for over 3 years now.
and they have helped us to expand our College Showcase and National Championship Scholarship program. This program allows high school female athletes to be able to participate at college showcases throughout the country where they can be seen by hundreds of college coaches with the chance of being recruited or receiving full financial aid packages. And we, because of this program, have athletes participating in various sports throughout the country at numerous colleges. So we are so forever grateful to the Women's Foundation of Boston and their partnership in helping us to expand this program for over 3 years now. Thank you very much.
The Foundation of Boston has had a transformational effect on Science Club for Girls.
They helped us restructure in 2018 and then expand our team
To include a new executive director.
to support our TV show, SCFG Live, and our summer rocketry program. To expand our enrollment by 250% and expand our staff sixfold. To support not only our clubs, but our vacation week programs as well.
All to partner with us to create the pipeline of emerging diverse STEM leaders and
Transform the face of STEM!
Project Hope works with families in Roxbury and Dorchester to identify paths to economic mobility and stability. And we are extremely grateful for the funding that we receive from the Women's Foundation of Boston. This funding helps to support our workforce development education programming. Because of this funding, over 200 women participated in a tech curriculum that helped build skills and confidence. Nothing describes impact better than a recent participant who said, "Today, I feel more confident than ever when I talk, question, or even answer a simple call." Thank you, Women's Foundation of Boston. Together, we have impact.